this journey is just excruciating, and whenever I get to these moments, I always try to remind myself to like zoom out and remember that it's a bigger picture, and like the blessing that life is, and how much like has already changed, and that like I'm so grateful to even have a relationship with the divine and the protection and everything, and just how much we've been through and stuff. I'm in just a really weird space, because the energy has already changed so much, but it's like I was given this greater energy, like, and it helped me to just like pour into myself and like fill my own cup, and I'm trying to let it come together. It's like, it's such a weird journey as a woman. Like, one of the greatest things that I think any woman can give to herself is to find that love within. I don't want to be watched right now. All right, I'm going to keep going though. And I keep seeing Jesus everywhere, y'all. It's so wild. I mean, it's everywhere. Crosses, and like this guy that has a bumper sticker, which is beautiful. Is to be able to like love yourself without needing validation, because that was something that was really hard for me to get over. And but there's this space that it's like I started feeling beautiful again, and like really, but like on a, you know, like on an intrinsic kind of level, and then like feeling like pushing myself to be brave and like be sensual and kind of sexual and provocative, and just like owning it, and then it's like most of the time I'm detached when it comes to like all the crazy comments and stuff, but then it's like and I know there's today, like I'm trying to like not make this more dramatic than is necessary. It's like I pushed my body too hard yesterday, and then I had to sit in the car and to pick up my kid, and so I'm just extra sore today, and I was like, all right, you're responsible, like you did this, you're accountable, like all that. But it was one of those moments of like, you know, these are moments when it's like, it's so nice to have somebody that can like give you a massage, or like, you know, like pick up that's where it's like and Teddy always picks up on my energy. I know, baby, we're gonna be home in just a minute. You know, I've been a single mom for 7 years, so it's like I've just adapted over and over and over and over again to whatever it is we were experiencing, and there were so many moments of just survival, or I just had to take on whatever. And the first few times that happened with Teddy, with like extreme things, not the first few times, but there was definitely some specifics where I was pushed like to my breaking point. And I remember like reaching out to his dad and being like, and because I was just like so overwhelmed, and then it was just like, you know, whatever, like this is the journey that you're on, you adapt. But it's like there's these moments of realizing of just it's so hard sometimes facing truth of like I had to do what I had to do, but like sometimes like being the martyr, or like, and like doing all these things and like not meeting more of my needs actually just made it harder in the long run. Like it's just a sad thing to have to face, because it doesn't matter now, like it's in the past, except that it's like it's one of those weird things as a woman, because I'm trying to just trust the process in this journey, and I'm just keep giving it back to God, because these things take time. And it's like trust is so insanely hard, and yet it's so profoundly beautiful, because men aren't always in their heart, and for a woman to try to be in her heart and move from that space, it takes courage. But there's something about it that's just so different between men and women, where it's like for a woman, there's something about it that's more natural, And we want men to meet us there. We want to be felt. We want to be supported and nurtured, and what was the other one that came to me earlier that I was like, oh, honored. The feminine wants to be honored. And so it's hard when a man just makes these like sexual comments, or like says like, I love your energy, it's whatever, like keep it up. It's like, if there's this feeling of like entitlement that comes through, that it feels like that men just extend, that you just expect that from me. And it's like, okay, but I have to fill my cup every single day to even be in that space, because I'm still a mom. I still, like, that's an emotional toll. And everybody has their things, and I know that. Like, anyway, let's not, that I don't want to start that, though. It's definitely not about that. It's not about the competition. My energy's dropping fast. Because your whole lifestyle changes when you start this journey too. Like, everything is different. But it's like this, like, I want to be sensual. I don't mind that. I want to be fertile. Like, it's a weird thing to say, but it's like, I want to be abundant. Like, I want to be in that Empress energy, but it takes a lot, because it's like, that was a big difference I noticed today. Is I was like, I can't do, there's so many things that I can't do anymore because my lifestyle doesn't allow it. And there's a level of just like, that's how it is as an adult and all of this. But it's just this moment I'm having right now, because it's like John, I don't know why this is coming to me, because it's random, but like, I drove to pick up Teddy, and they paid for my gas, and it was one of those, like, those are the type of gestures that, like, are those little things mean so much to a woman, because it's that give and take of like, I'm doing this thing but you can fill in here for me and stuff like that. And so I'm letting everything go. I'm trusting the process. All I'm gonna end with, and because I know that I need to sit with this and see where I'm like, not moving from a place of wounding, or just like whatever it is, like fear or lack. But it's like, when men can be in their heart, and you can honor a woman in her feminine, we can amplify that. And it's so powerful, and it's so beautiful. And I don't want to put expectations on things, and I don't even know what I couldn't even understand if a man tried to explain it to me. I'm sure, like, what the journey is like for the masculines, because I can't imagine. And we all have our challenges and our trials and everything. I think trying our best to understand each other, but also letting go and accepting that everyone's on their own journey, and like, you can't fully understand what someone else has been through and stuff like that. And I also want to like understand more what masculine needs are. Like, what is it that, other than like, because like, I feel like when my cup is full and I show up with like, in that like powerful, abundant, like whatever sensual energy, I'm like, I'm the muse, and that's how I want to come through. Like, that's what I want to bring. And it's so powerful as a woman to be valued in that space, because like I said, you just want to like amplify it when you feel seen and you feel appreciated. But I don't know what it is for the masculines, other than just showing up, like, what it is. But there's this space that I'm in right now of like, I just want to feel supported. I want to feel like I'm in this weird, I'm of space of like, I know that I need to keep expanding. I know that I'm being pushed to do that. And yet I'm like, I want to feel supported. I want to like have that. I want to be honored. Like, I want that energy, so that, because at my cup, it just feels like it's coming through as anger, but I'm trying to sit with it to figure out I'm going to give this last example because this happened to me. Like there was this time when I was like lifting weights and I had just really accepted my own like for the first time accepted my own darkness, but I hadn't started shadow work. Like I understood that I had this anger, but I wasn't running from it. And I don't know what all of the reasons were. Like my Kundalini was activated. I was in a very like empowered place. And I remember I was just like getting all of this, I started getting downloads and all these things. And this was before I became a single mom. And, I had these different men like coming after me, and it was like, so not necessarily random, but it was just interesting to experience. And, there was this one guy that I had met through another friend, college friend, and he was my friend told me that he was attracted to me, and then we like had each other's Facebook, so it was like that's how we were stayed in touch. And it was like I had a crush on him too. He was like a singer, he was very talented. It was just like, I don't know, the energy was just like intense. And so it was like, but he would like comment on a lot of my posts because I started making more posts, and he would say all this stuff like, oh, I would love to see you, I'd love to meet up with you, like and then it even got to this point where it was like something happened and he wrote me this legit love letter of like, you need to understand how special you are and like how beautiful you are and all these things. And he was like, but and at the end of it, he was like, but it'll never happen because I live here and you live there. And it was like so like hard, like it was so like hot and cold. And then I moved back home, started becoming a single mom, and I was dating this guy, and that was right around that time that he blocked me. And so we never, nothing ever happened beyond that. But it was like, it was so hard to like move through that because it was like this person that I could tell we had a lot of chemistry. We had a lot of, we could go back and forth communicating, and he was like leading me on to like, like, I'd love to see you. I'd love to like see where this goes and all this, only to like block me and be completely gone from my life. And it was like, that's how the energy is coming through right now. And it's like, I'm trying to trust the process, but men need to understand how painful that is as a woman. So it's like, just don't like try to control your passion, I guess is what it is, because it's beautiful. Of course, like passion is beautiful. Your desire is beautiful, but to tell a woman that you want to do these things or etc. and then you're not able to like meet her there is like, it's very much like it's similar to like with child. It's that energy of like, you're not reaching the follow through. And so it's that trust is just destroyed in that space. It doesn't mean that it can't be rebuilt, but I'm just trying to like get it out and make sense of it and like put it to words as what it's like for a woman, because unfortunately it kind of is unfortunate in a way. I don't think that's the right term, but like unfortunately integrity is like one of the biggest things that I think helps us to build these sacred bonds, and that requires like committing and devoting and devotion and all these things. So that's the hard part. It's easy to get carried away with your passion. It's easy to say something that sounds good, but like not actually be able to make it happen. Like that dreamy energy is beautiful, but it's like when it comes to actually like trying to create a relationship with somebody, it's like you got to be able to do the follow through, or just don't pull someone into a fantasy because you're hurting them. Okay. Almost up there. Trusting the process, trusting the higher vision, trusting the journey, because we've come a long way, and so much of it has been profound growth.